The market pulled a complete flip today. Nvidia opened up about 5% and by the closing bell was down more than 3%. A massive shift. Here's what happened. I'm Michael. I'm a pastor who teaches other pastors how to trade stocks and options for extra income. And let's talk for a second about what the market did today and why. All right. So when we look at this chart here, we see Nvidia started the day strong on some great earnings. So they announced their earnings report yesterday after the closing bell. Headlines were good. Stock looked good. Still trading inside of this bigger downtrend though, right? We've been moving down for most of the entire month of November around talks of the AI stocks being overvalued a bit. So even solid earnings weren't really enough to convince investors to chase price higher, other than right here at the open when the selling began immediately. We also got the delayed U.S. jobs report. The economy added 119,000 jobs in September, which is good news on paper, but it created a strange reaction. Traders began wondering if that improvement might keep the Federal Reserve from cutting interest rates in December. Now, higher interest rates aren't good for tech companies because many of them rely pretty heavily on borrowing to operate. So when the lending costs rise, the profits get squeezed, and that worry sparked some selling in the tech sector. And then once that selling began, more selling followed, and then fear took control of the market as a whole, and the bears just steamrolled the bulls all the way into the close. Nvidia went from strength at the open to weakness by the end of the day. It was a perfect example of how fast sentiment can change when uncertainty meets a downtrend. So if you want to learn how to spot moves like this in the market, and more importantly, why they happen, and get a better understanding of how the whole thing works so that you can put that to your advantage and profit on your trades, then I want to encourage you to head on over to stocksforpastors.com, download my free starter guide, which is going to be a great tool to help you see with clarity how the market works and to be able to take your first steps as a short-term trader. Even though you don't have a degree in finance, I want to help you get there and learn how to trade stocks and options like I did as a pastor, doing this for additional supplemental income to support the ministry that I'm a part of. I want to see the same thing for you. So visit that site, download that, and let's get started learning how to trade together.